Today is the third episode of the Innovation with Stellar AI series, and we will continue building our portfolio website. Particularly, we will begin stylizing it and adding everything that we need. And what I mean by that is that we're going to add all of the project descriptions and the project images. Now this will be split into parts. I'm not going to do this all in one go in one video, but nonetheless. So here's where we left off. We built a little skeleton, rough skeleton, not really beautiful skeleton over here, here. And now what we're going to do, specifically today, is we're going to add stylization to each and every project over here, right? So we're not going to replace the placeholder images today yet. I still need to restore the project, so I still have to do that. But once I restore them, we can have them as images displayed over here, and they will look very pretty. But the thing is that I have to actually decide on what kind of style do I want. I actually don't know what kind of stylization I would like. Let me just go over here and ask, right, what kind of styles do you think I could add for each individual project's page? I myself actually don't know. I don't come from the stylization world. I have no clue about CSS and things like that. Some clue, as you can see by the designing of the website. But so what I'm thinking right now is to have it like full screen, and like the text hovers in. It just says social media website project over here, full page, like a solid color background, and then you scroll down, and then there's going to be like a bunch of fading in effects. I will also add a color palette of blue, like light blue, like this, VS Code sidebar over here, whatever this bar is. Okay, so I'll just start. Let's go over here. I've already added some CSS files off camera over here. So some basic things like that, and then width is 100%. Okay, there we go. So I have some basic stuff here. The image is going to be the background. Actually, no, that's probably not worth doing, because the projects are going to be like a bunch of code file images and maybe some website images, but nothing that beautiful that could be set as a background. So probably I'll add a gradient background. You know what? Yeah, I actually think it's worth doing. So I have an editing software over here, an image editing software, a little bit of a sideline from coding, but whatever. Okay, so I have some basic gradient over here, and then I'll make a bunch more just like that. Okay, I actually have only like 3 saves on the platform, on this editor, so I can't export the last one. But okay, here we have one gradient, another gradient that looks exactly that is the same gradient that I exported. That's amazing. Also, actually, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to add an image in the background. So how do I set an image as? Okay, just go my div and then background image URL, and then that's it. Amazing. What a beautiful looking disgusting thing over here we have here. We'll have to decide on a font as well. Not sure what the font is going to be. Actually, I'll just scroll over here and see on Google Fonts and figure out what kind of font would be good. Okay, I think I have settled on a type of font. We'll have 2 types of fonts, this very thick one and this very basic one. Okay, there we go. It works. Now this is the kind of thing I've been envisioning. Okay, I added some letter spacing, so hopefully that should be fine. Okay, and I fixed some white space issues over there, like there was this disgusting annoying white space around, and so I finally fixed it. Now, what I'm going to do is add some fading effects. And I'm going to add a script over here, our first JavaScript code over here, to add this fading effect. So straight away, added some script over here that says, take all of the elements, add the fade effect to it, and boom. Amazing. Now we're going to add the script for fading in on the scroll. I already have these scripts from Stellar AI, so I'm just adding them over here. And so here we have that loaded in, and then boom, this fades in. Amazing, beautiful. Okay, we have that. And then now we're going to start adding the descriptions of the project. Okay, so now we have some proper stylization. Look at this. I can vividly recall mentally setting a goal. If you want to read this, you can. It's supposed to be dramatic. Don't worry about this. But okay, so this is how it looks so far. You have that, you have that, you have that, and they're supposed to fade in as they appear. So yeah, actually, now that I realize the length of this video will probably be sufficient, so this is where I will stop for now, because this is going to be taking quite some time. So I'll just move on to the next project. And then let's renovate this mess over here that we have. Okay, as you can tell, I have renovated it. Now it looks way better. What I want to do, right, is darken the gradient and then make this like gray, right? Instead of having it like this kind of light gradient and moving on to a white background, I want it to be the opposite, flipped. Okay, we've added some things over here as well. So again, very dramatic text over here. I did not run it through ChatGPT, I can promise you that. Or I did not run it to Stellar AI to give me this text. I'm generating this very like novel kind of text as if you're reading some kind of novel. Just whatever. And okay, we'll move on to the next project now. Okay, we have our AI course over here. It's super funny because each time I start the project's description, I start with like this dramatic, I had a new idea. And then with the next project, I have to like say, oh, yeah, I kind of threw that idea into the trash, which is not going to be really great. I mean, I'll probably change the text. I'll probably not say that I've reached a dead end or whatever. I'm going to say that like I decided that, you know, that my journey here was complete. I have to start a new mission. Right. I actually want to kind of confirm if these gradients are absolutely any different. So I think this is the exact same one. I'm not sure if you can tell the difference with the AI course one and the social media website one. I think they're the exact same gradient, which is unfortunate that I exported them like that, but whatever. So we have this over here. Let's add some descriptions. Beautiful description has been made. Now we're going to add another one, and then we're going to move on to the next project. Okay, I added the final paragraph over here. The journey went well. I was building the course back to... Okay, continuing on, right? Very dramatic type of writing style, but okay. Project Artificial Intelligence course has been complete. Now AI code editor. Now this is the point that is getting me to smile because now we reach October 2024 because after this little code editor assistant thing, I develop probably the best project that I've ever developed in my life, which is Stellar AI. It's the very assistant that I'm using to build this entire kind of to do this entire series and to build this entire project. It's kind of like the pinnacle, you know, the pinnacle moment. I'll actually add it into these projects over here. I should probably add it over here saying Stellar AI and then like, you know, have a link over there you can go sign up. Like that would be amazing. But okay. AI code editor assistant. This is going to be very short, I think, because I actually did it for like 2 months, I think. 2 to 3 months, and I didn't do it for that long, so yeah. Okay, now I have added some more dramatic text over here. You can read this as well. Shifting gears from my AI course venture, so on and so forth. Oh, reborn as a programmer and as a builder. Anyway, so all the projects are now complete with a certain style that can actually be like said and like judged, and like you can't judge this. This is objectively bad, but this you can say, okay, I like this, but I don't like that. You know, this is a judgeable kind of project structure. But yeah, so this is how it looks for now, and our goal for today has been accomplished of creating some basic styles for the projects. And I'll see you in the next episode.